Paris, 1942. The City of Lights flickered under the oppressive shadow of the swastika. Nazi jackboots echoed on cobblestone streets. Fear hung heavy in the air, a suffocating fog. The stench of desperation clung to the cold, damp walls of the city. The resistance fought in the shadows, a whisper of defiance against the brutal machine. Born in 1897 in the small village of Villeneuve-sur-Aisne, Petiot's childhood was shrouded in darkness, a darkness that hinted at the monster he would become. There were whispers of a troubled mind, of petty thefts escalating into acts of unspeakable cruelty. He was expelled from school, his academic promise drowned in a sea of mental instability. Theft, fraud and violence punctuated his youth, each act pushing him further down a dark and twisted path. A path that led him to study medicine, a profession he would later pervert for his own sadistic pleasures. He sought not to heal but to harm, to control, to dominate. World War II provided the perfect cover for Petiot's macabre desires. The city was a tinderbox of fear and desperation. People were willing to do anything to escape the Nazi regime, to protect their families, to survive. And Petiot, with his charming demeanor and promises of safe passage, was their supposed savior. He offered escape to Jews facing the horrors of the camps. He offered hope to those desperate to flee the clutches of the Gestapo. He spun tales of escape routes, of safe havens in Argentina and Brazil. He preyed on their desperation, offering a lifeline that led only to a watery grave. They came to him seeking salvation, but found only damnation. Section 4. The Doctor's Deadly Remedy. His weapon of choice, poison, a lethal cocktail injected with the precision of a surgeon, but with the cold indifference of a butcher. The victims, lured to his elegant townhouse at 21 Rue Le Sueur, believed they were undergoing medical examinations before their escape. They trusted him, the man in the white coat, the man who promised them freedom. Instead, they met their end in his basement, a charnel house hidden beneath the veneer of respectability. Their bodies, stripped of their valuables, were then disposed of with chilling efficiency, dissolving flesh in quicklime, incinerating bones in the furnace, erasing any trace of their existence. Each victim a whisper silenced, a life extinguished, a soul devoured by the darkness that was Marcel Petiot. Action 5. Skeletons in the City of Lights. As the war raged, so did Petiot's killing spree. The stench of death clung to 21 Rue Le Sueur, a putrid perfume masked by the chaos of war-torn Paris. But even the darkest secrets have a way of clawing their way into the light. In March 1944, the stench became unbearable, the whispers of suspicion too loud to ignore. The police, alerted by concerned neighbours, entered the House of Horrors. What they found would shock even the most hardened investigator. Human remains littered the basement, a macabre testament to Petio's depravity. Skulls stared back at them, their empty sockets accusing, their silence screaming. The news spread like wildfire, igniting the city in a frenzy of horror and disbelief. Section 6. The Guillotine's Cold Embrace. The trial of Marcel Petiot was a media sensation. The world watched in horror as the full extent of his crimes was revealed. Over 60 victims, their lives cut short, their stories silenced. Petiot, throughout it all, remained chillingly calm, reveling in the attention, a smirk playing on his lips. He denied everything. He claimed to be a hero, a member of the resistance, his victims, collaborators and traitors. The jury saw through his charade. He was found guilty and sentenced to death. On May 25, 1946, Marcel Petiot faced the guillotine. His reign of terror was over. Justice, albeit cold and final, had been served, or so it seemed. Section 7. Whispers in the Shadows. In the years since his execution, whispers have persisted. Rumours of Petiot's escape, fueled by conflicting accounts and unanswered questions. Some claim he bribed his way out of prison, others that he had powerful allies who orchestrated his escape. Sightings were reported, shadows flitting through the South American night, whispers of a familiar face in a Rio de Janeiro crowd. Was Petiot truly gone? Or did a part of him, a dark seed of evil, survive? Did he escape the guillotine's embrace, continuing his gruesome work in the shadows, his thirst for blood never quenched? The truth, lost to the mists of time, remains elusive, a chilling reminder that some monsters may never truly die.